Assalamu alaikum. My name is Daria Hushid and I'm your trainer for this session. So, should I supposed to mention? Sorry, Haram, what was that I have to mention? Can you please repeat? Hello?
You have to say the couple of relating words like happy, sad.
Okay. Up and down, maybe. And nextly, I nominate Atika Sadiq.
So Atka is not, I think, here. So I'm mentioning Kashaf.
Assalamu alaikum, this is Kashif. I am PRCA to Nora from RMULC. And the words I would say would be open and close. And I would nominate Fiza Sirfraz for the next words.
Sorry, but I have already been nominated.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I would nominate Haris Ansar. I'm sorry.
I am high sensor Laura SZMCLC और मैं लेट ज्वाइन किया तो करना क्या बताना anyone please
Harish, you have to tell the relating words like happy, sad, sit, stand.
okay in out and I nominate Jessie Ahmed.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Sorry to cut you out. So we are officially live on YouTube. So I'll just start again with the icebreaker and you guys are making it boring. So I'll just add a bit of spice. Okay, so we'll give you two choices. That would be like happy and sad. And you have to say it spontaneously without introducing yourself. You just have to say it like, I'll give you two choices, happy or sad. And you have to say sad or I'll say sit or stand. You have to choose one word. It's called rapid fire, okay? So you'll be seeing this list of participants like Atika Khan, Ahmed Aziz, Atika Siddiqui, Bari Rabaji, Faik, Faiza, Fazil, Fiza, Haram, Haris, Hasnat, Jasia, Kashaf, Kashaf, Madiha, Maham, Mahnur, Masuma, Mehrunissa, Mishak. Okay, so according to your alphabetical order, you'll unmute your mic and say the respective word you want to say. Got it? Please send in the plus sign if you understood the icebreaker. We see plus signs, plus sign. Okay, so we'll start with the icebreaker. So two choices, sit or stand. Atika Khan?
Sit.
Okay, black or red? Ahmed?
Black.
Pink or purple? Atika?
Purple.
Chinese or Japanese? Pike?
Japanese.
Okay, night or day? Faiza? Faiza Tabassum?
Night.
Okay, rose or jasmine? Faziha? Fasiullah? Fasiullah? Rose or jasmine? Hello. Okay. Fatma Ishad, please continue. We don't need any break in between. Fatma, please continue. Your Fatma is also unmuted. Fiza.
Rose.
Okay. So ship or boat? Haram Altaf.
Ship.
Haram. Okay, Eastern or Western? Haris.
Eastern.
Flab or Emily? Hasnat.
Emily.
I think it's Flab. Okay. So iPhone or Samsung? Isha.
iPhone.
Okay, so backpack or handbag? Mehrunisa.
Backpack.
Hey, test now. Game चलनी भी फिर बात
Okay, formal or casual?
That-
Kashaf.
Casual.
Okay. So I'm just running out of ideas. You guys can chat. You guys can give me suggestions too. So yellow or blue? Isha. Isha. Jasia.
Blue.
Okay, sunflower or lilies? Masuma.
Sunflower.
Okay, perfect. I think you guys are energized with this energizer. So we'll shortly start with our session. And thank you so much, everyone, for your active participation. So everyone, welcome to our second day workshop for CB Fest. Our today's session is Women Friendly Fest. With our topic for today's session is comprehensive sexuality education and maternal health and safe access to abortion. For this session, for this topic, we have our esteemed speaker, Dr. Barira Khurshid. Dr. Barira Khurshid have served as assistant in Nori in the last term. She is a very hardworking and esteemed speaker and a motivated person. She has a really extensive and profound knowledge for the sexual and reproductive health and rights. She is trainer for the sexual and reproductive health and rights, and she is also serving currently as the local officer for research exchange in SMCLC and the GA to VPCB. Over to you, Baira.
हो रहा है ना बोलना नहीं इतना अच्छा उसमें
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Abdul Kareem already introduced me enough, and thanks, Abdul Kareem, for such a introduction. Abdul Kareem, can you please display the slides?
Yeah, sure.
Can you hear me properly? आवाज ठीक है?
Yes, you are audible. Is my screen sharing to you? Shared to you?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. You can continue with your session.
Okay, you're going to pass the slides.
Yeah.
Okay, firstly, what I wanted from you is interactive session. Firstly, Scora is a safe space, and moreover, the more you share your opinions and point of views, more I'll be happy, and it will be a fun session. So you're going to speak more, and I'm going to speak less, and you're going to share your views without any hesitation. Firstly, Abdul Karim, you have to move the slides. Can I do it by myself? Okay. Firstly, Cora is a safe space. It's just an activity. Let's skip it. Move to the next. As Abdul Karim already told, our topic is comprehensive sexuality education. So firstly, I wanted to ask everyone present here, what do you know about comprehensive sexuality education? Anyone? Volunteer? If you are not going to volunteer, then I'll pick by myself. Kisi bhi random insaan ko, okay? So you better volunteer. Anyone? Okay. So, Faik Sheikh. Can you please unmute yourself, Faik?
Yes, Assalamu alaikum to everyone.
Welcome, sir. Faik, you have to tell me, what do you know about comprehensive sexuality education? Anything, like anything you have in your mind.
I think anything related to sexual education.
like sexual education giving in schools or adding into the curriculums, etc.?
Yes, like we should add it in curriculum or in our course so that young child can learn it in better way apart
Do
from
you
their
think it's
friends
okay?
and things.
It's okay to tell them about this education? It's okay. मतलब आपको लगता है
Yes,
is it okay?
yes, it's good. I think so because they will learn these things from their friends or some other sort of people like that. So it is better that we, being medicos or being their teachers, we tell them these things in a better way.
Yeah, that was such a good point, Faik. Okay, and
Thank you.
moreover, yeah, thank you so much, Faik. So anyone else? What about Fatma Irshad? Fatma Irshad, can you please unmute your mic?
Hey, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum
I
salam.
would say that this is just not limited to just sex education. It's more like with sexuality, emotions also play, a
Yeah,
part. So,
yeah,
things like emotions and things like embracing your sexuality. Like if you're a woman, or
yeah,
everything that comes under that banner, like embracing all of that. And I feel like especially these days, it's very
yeah.
important, because children can
Like in
get kind
Pakistan,
of, yeah,
like in
yeah.
yeah, like okay, speak.
No, you continue.
No, you're going to tell me about Pakistan. I'm asking you why you think it's difficult in Pakistan?
Especially because in this like cultural and religious
Yeah,
backdrop, it's very like these are the things that are looked upon as taboos, and especially like these days,
yeah.
there's a lot of conversation about like homosexuality and stuff like that, and it's kind of it's always in a negative light, which is understandable. But I feel like there is a need to educate people about what all of this means, and then they can make their own educated decisions, and decide
Mm,
which sexuality they want to embrace. And also I think this is important because it'll help them eliminate certain, how there is a lot of even like I'll just say the name, it's the LGBTQ movement. Children need to understand from a proper channel instead of learning from the internet and then making wrong choices, or then maybe like just falling under peer pressure or the internet, or making the wrong choices or thinking the wrong way. I think it has to come through a proper channel. So that's why it's especially important in today's time, especially in a country in Pakistan, country like Pakistan, where there's such a social, cultural, and religious aspect to this.
okay. Okay, thank you so much, Fatma. That was
You're
such a good
welcome.
point. Okay, I wanted to add, you can mute yourself. Thank you, Fatma. Okay, I wanted to add, like, firstly, what do you think about like comprehensive sexuality education? It's more like learning about your autonomy. Okay, whether you're a female, male, or something else, or what you choose to be. Okay, firstly. And secondly, if you learn about your autonomy, and with the passage of time, learning about your hormonal changes, your psychological behavior, emotional, it's all related to sexuality. And it has like psychological impact too. Abdul Kareem, can you move to the next slide? Why it's useful? Because के एक बंदे को जब पता नहीं होता that what he or she really wants, or what it is to be wanted, वो like अपने path, अपनी orientation की तरफ नहीं move कर सकता. So it's like understanding your bodies. Once you understand your bodies, you have a good intimate relationship. That is a big part of our life. So it will further avoid unwanted pregnancies, violence, HIV, AIDS, etc. What do you think are the benefits of comprehensive sexual education? So I'll nominate. Anyone wants to volunteer? Okay, Naveen, Fatma, can you unmute yourself? Tell me, what's the difference between a person getting a comprehensive sexual education and the one who's not getting the comprehensive sexual education? Do you think he or she or any other gender will gonna face any kind of complication? Naveen, Fatma, are you here? Okay. Saida, Taiba? I want an interactive session. It's like मैं अपने आप से ही बात कर रही हूँ and it's no fun. Tuba Islam. Tuba Islam, can you please unmute yourself?
Hello, what was the question again?
Okay. I'm asking like, what do you think a person not having comprehensive sexual education is like problems कौन से वो face कर सकता है? Vulnerable to what things?
Okay, so if someone is not confident with their sexuality, they may make rash decisions and they may be confused about what they should do with their life, and they may make wrong choices, and they can have problems with relations with their relations, and also they may
Yeah.
not be confident in their own skin.
And may on a bigger level, it can lead to unwanted pregnancies. Sexual
Yes, of
violence is
course.
also a part of it. AIDS,
Yes.
HIV, on a bigger level. Okay. So
Yes,
thank you so
okay.
much. Thank you so much. Okay. So comprehensive sexual education should be included in your curriculum. And how it can be included? We can make policies on national, international, and maybe on the local level too, and add it into curriculum and train our teachers. Well-trained teachers. Mostly, it's all about environment. Teachers are not comfortable. In Pakistan, no one is comfortable to talk about some taboo topics. Maybe you can take it like on a like a gross level. It may be talking about menstrual cycle. It may be talking about female hormonal changes, or maybe a male hormonal changes. So it is such a taboo. We don't know about our functional physiological maybe needs or physiological autonomy, etc. So environment is very important. Teachers shouldn't be shy out. So how we can like adding a curriculum, there must be some specific points to it. It should be scientifically accurate, and a bigger point is incremental. It should be increased with the passing of each class or each grade. Like in 1 hour, like in prep or one, you teach our children about bad and good touch. And then for the autonomy of a female or a male, yeah, with the passage of each grade, you tell about like menstrual cycle, hormonal changes, psychological changes, emotional changes. Okay, and it should be normalized. It shouldn't be like, oh man, why are you talking about it? It shouldn't be like that. It should be normalized. Okay. And moreover, age and developmentally appropriate. You should also consider like at what age, what kind of knowledge you're giving it to your child, because it's a really immature and a growing age. And what you're going to give, it can impact him, or any other whole life. Okay. Move to the next. Abdul Kareem. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it should be comprehensive. Means it shouldn't be too long or boring. As you all know, हमारा कितना limited time span है. If something is boring, we'll just skip it to it. And it should be human rights approach based and gender equality. Most important point. Okay. And curriculum, culturally acceptable, relevant, and context. Culture is a big thing. Like there are some things not acceptable in the culture of Pakistan, because there are some taboos or there are some limitations we are going to face. Move to the next slide. Okay, I want, it's getting boring, transformative and about developed life skills and all that. Okay, fine. Let's make it a little bit interesting. Let's suppose you are going to add. Even there was once I wanted to do some research on this topic. So like comprehensive sexual education, but आपको idea होगा like आपके colleges में these topics are not approved like on further research purposes. If your administration will say that people are not going to talk about it, and etc. And some other taboo topics like HIV is considered taboo.
So do you have like some life experience you're facing that you wanted to do some kind of this activity and people are so shy to accept it, and the problems you have faced while doing that activity? Anyone? Anyone? Laibahan? Laibahan, can you unmute yourself? I'll repeat the question. Mahnur Han? Walaikum salam. Mahnur?
Can you please repeat the question?
Okay. Let's suppose आपने ना कोई स्कोरा की या कोई ऐसी एक्टिविटी स्टिग्माइज्ड एक्टिविटी करानी है, like you wanted to like कि मतलब comprehensive sexuality education हमारे curriculum में add हो, ठीक है, छोटे लेवल से ही थोड़ा थोड़ा करके आप ये करवाना चाहते हो, तो आपको क्या लगता है आपको किस तरह की कॉम्प्लिकेशंस फेस करनी पड़ेंगी एज बीइंग अ पाकिस्तानी, एज बीइंग पाकिस्तान में रहते हुए, एज बीइंग एक्नॉलेजिंग इट टू द ऑडियंस ऑफ पाकिस्तान?
आई थिंक कि हमारी सोसाइटी में एक टैबू माना जाता है, बिकॉज उस पे ना कोई बात लाइक नहीं करती। तो अगर हम ये कहते हैं कि हम जूनियर क्लासेस से ही ये एजुकेशन देना स्टार्ट करें, तो इसे करिकुलम में ऐड करने में हमें बहुत सी
व्हाट यू थिंक, आप जूनियर क्लासेस से स्टार्ट से ही रिप्रोडक्टिव हेल्थ की एजुकेशन देना शुरू कर दोगे? लाइक कैसे स्टार्ट करोगे?
8 to 9 क्लास, जो बोर्ड की क्लास।
Okay. और छोटी क्लास में what you can introduce, maybe a good or bad touch, maybe about the consent, etc. Right?
Yes.
तो आपको लगता है कि from the administration of your college you'll face like this is not such a like honorable topics to talk about, etc. kind of things?
Yes.
आपको कौन सा कॉलेज है?
CMH खारिया मेडिकल कॉलेज।
अच्छा, अगर आप मेंस्ट्रुअल हाइजीन पे कोई एक्टिविटी कराना चाहती हैं तो आपको लगता है इट विल बी एक्सेप्टेबल, मतलब पीपल वोंट शाय आउट?
अगर मैं अपने कॉलेज के हिसाब से करूं, अगर कॉलेज की तरफ से एक एक्टिविटी हो तो आई डोंट थिंक कि इतना कोई प्रॉब्लम होगा, क्योंकि मैं कैंट में रहती हूँ और हमारा कॉलेज भी कैंट में है, तो हम अपने लिए आसानी के लिए अपने जो हमारा अटैच्ड हॉस्पिटल है मैं उधर ही जाऊंगी।
ओके सो मतलब हो सकता है थोड़ी बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेशंस इतनी नहीं आएंगी एनवायरनमेंट को देख के।
एजुकेटेड है तो आई थिंक इतना कोई खुल के कोई जैसे एहतजाज करते हैं वैसा कुछ नहीं होगा। तो
और अगर आप सीएससी को करिकुलम में ऐड कराने के लिए कोई उसके फेवर में एक्टिविटी कराती हैं, देन व्हाट अबाउट दैट?
मेंस्ट्रुअल हाइजीन पे
No, it's a comprehensive sexuality education पे, CSE it stands for like ना, so it is so long तो मैं उसको short कर रही हूँ क्योंकि I'm tired to speak it again and again. Comprehensive sexuality education पे like you are in the favor that it should be added to the curriculum. 5-6 level के बच्चों को थोड़ा थोड़ा autonomy of human autonomy, reproductive health के बारे में बताना चाहिए।
I think कार्टून कैरेक्टर्स को यूज करके, एनिमेशन यूज करके हम इसको स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि अगर हम डायरेक्टली इस तरह से कोई ड्रामा भी अगर प्रेजेंट करें तो इट वुड बी वेरी यू नो
या अक्सर चाइल्ड सेक्सुअल अब्यूज के टॉपिक्स भी आप प्रेजेंट करते हो ना, तो इट आल्सो कंसीडर्ड टैबू मोस्टली व्हेन इट कम्स टू द small boys. Do you have any idea about that? Okay. Mahnur, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing. That was so good. Taireen Munawar, do you want to unmute yourself? Okay, move to the next slide. Abdul Kareem. Okay, mainly in Pakistan, we know it is not added in our like curriculum, comprehensive sexual education. So we need to start from the basic level. Most of the like schools, in schools, it is not added and teachers are also not comfortable and trained, and the environment is not like that to give openly talk about reproductive health, puberty, about sex, about gender. Okay, so we can be like household में, घर में घर में घर में out of the school we can also मतलब इस चीज के बारे में काम कर सकते, like mother giving this a bit of with the like incremental education to her children, or father giving to, mostly यही होता है ना हमारे कल्चर में, like mother वो दे रही होती है अपनी बेटियों को, and when it comes to like a boy, father उसको थोड़ा सा गाइड कर रहा होता है. It may be but still they shy out, at least इस लेवल पे थोड़ा बहुत इस चीज का हो जाना चाहिए एक्सपोजर. Anyone wants to tell me out of school कैसे हम इस चीज को इंट्रोड्यूस करा सकते हैं, comprehensive sexual education को, through family or friends maybe? Saira Kullat, if I said your name right. Do you want to unmute yourself, please? Saira. Okay, Munib Basim.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I was about to raise my hand to talk about it.
Okay.
Personally, what I believe is that out of school means that, in your community, in your households, that's the number one thing. So in Pakistan, there's no such thing as like family planning or family programs itself. There's not been a lot of talk or like lack of programs on family. Like, parents are not trained itself for parenting itself. It's just like, a natural process. You just get married, you're going to become parents one day, and that's it. You're going to learn the art of itself. So I personally
That was such a
believe
good point. That was such a good point. Yeah, sorry to interrupt.
Thank you so
Continue.
No worries at all. Thank you so much for that. So personally, what I believe is this: there should be, by a legislation and a policy, determined by at government level, at national level, at legislative level, so that we have family programs introduced where parents personally stuff, because obviously, like we are saying that this is something that really is a taboo. So kahin na kahin se to humne start lena, kahin na kahin se to we have to break that barrier, and we have to stigma ko break karke humne ek change, ek revolution lani hai. So to make that happen, we need to start with the parents, because parents are the first line persons that are involved with that specific child. Uski community, uske friends, uske बाकी लोग बाद में आएंगे as compared to the house he or she lives in. So I personally believe जो level of increment और जो एक foundation parents set कर सकते हैं, I don't think so कि वो किसी और तरीके से हम like उसको like change कर सकते हैं. So what I believe is this, at government level or at levels, like family programs or parenting programs are introduced where parents are familiarized with the concept of this whole CSE, and they're understood that they basically make them understand that what it stands for, what it's not something that's culturally irrelevant, but what our culture and what our religion itself teaches us as well, to take care of ourselves, to understand, because the wrong choices can only be made when you don't know stuff. When you know stuff and then you make the wrong choices, then that comes to an individual level. But जब आपकी गलती होती तो गलती most of the times तभी होती when you don't know stuff. So when you're not understanding of, when you don't have an understanding of this basic stuff itself at the start, so you can't like prevent it or treat the whole situation itself. So personally, I believe it's at parenting level, and then obviously at community level, different programs. जिस तरह हमारी self defense classes होती हैं. There's a recent trend of self defense classes for women specifically in Pakistan as well. So trends like this, like not necessarily to be trends itself, because trends fade away after some time. It's necessarily a movement to be started where communities itself, they take the charge and they take the responsibility that we have to look after our children, more specifically females in our society. And like small neighborhoods, neighborhood communities hoti hain, neighborhood committees hoti hain, they can take stand within the neighborhood, going door to door and all that. So such campaigns can be fruitful and vital in order to serve the purpose of CSE.
Bravo, that was so good. Thank you so much, Puneet. ऐसे ही आप सब लोग ऐसे ही आप सब लोग अपने views, opinions दें. It is so much entertaining to me, seriously. And about that family planning point, we'll discuss a bit later about it. There is that case I have encountered in my hospital. There is a female, she's like 21 years old. और ना उसके ना 5 बच्चे थे, like literally only 21 years old and 5 बच्चे. Maybe like 14 to 15 she got married. It's clearly a child marriage. So वो nutrients की उसमें काफी कमी थी, and she's so weak and frail, and she's like suffering from I guess hepatitis C. And उसकी मामा आई, and उसकी जो mother थी ना, she came to us and she's like, बस आप ना किसी तरह इसको बच्चे रोकने वाली दवाई दे दे, like कोई contraceptives, birth control pill दे दे. Because मतलब अभी भी उनका मेन कंसर्न ये था. मतलब ये क्या है? Lack of family planning and lack of family planning की education. It's such मतलब बहुत common है, especially in हमारा most of the जो crowd of like most of the Pakistanis are belong from like poor status, so they don't have much idea about it, and most of the early child marriage cases also belong to this class. So we'll also talk about a bit about child marriage too. Okay, Abdul Kareem, move to the next slide, please. International recognition. So it is firstly recognized this comprehensive sexual education. I'm going to use the word CSE because it is too long. Okay, CSE. It is firstly defined in 2019 International Technical Guidance on Sexuality Education by UNESCO. ठीक है, तो मेनली उधर से हुआ था, एंड इसका जो बिल्टअप ऑन था ना, मतलब द क्लस्टर ऑफ थिंग्स व्हिच लेड टू passing this motion is start from like 1994 International Conference on Population and Development in Cairo. Okay, like let's move to the next slide. Our basic about like international recognition. It's not like Abdul Kareem, kindly move to the next slide. CSE is not only related to like avoid होंगे ये बहुत ज़्यादा reproductive diseases, HIV, HCV, human papilloma virus में all, as you all are medicals, you have heard about it. Human papilloma virus, HPV, it is transmitted through sexual intercourse. People doesn't know, matlab like before marriage these tests should be done, but you know, it is considered like why it is necessary and why it is important, but still. Okay, I'm going to tell you some myths and you are going to give comments about it. Comprehensive sexuality education lets young kids to initiate sexual activities early. Do you think so? Anyone? Fiza Sarfaraz, you're already unmuted. Fiza? Fiza ने जल्दी mute कर लिया. Fiza, I want you to know about your views. Kindly unmute yourself again. Zimal Aslam. Fiza unmuted again. Fiza, kindly. मैं आपको क्वेश्चन रिपीट कर देती हूँ. देखिए, मैंने ना मिथ का पूछा है. कंप्रिहेंसिव सेक्सुअलिटी एजुकेशन लेट्स यंग किड्स टू इनिशिएट सेक्सुअल एक्टिविटीज अर्ली. आपको लगता है पेरेंट्स, टीचर या हमारे बुजुर्ग लोगों का ये ख्याल होता है? दे एग्री विद दिस मिथ हमारी सोसाइटी में? फिजा, can you be a bit louder? I can't hear you.
I say yes, I think so.
Just tell me a little about. कोई इर्द गिर्द आपने एग्जाम्पल देखी हो? आप कौन से ईयर में हो MBBS के? फिजा? Okay. So it is the common myth. People think अगर comprehensive sexuality education आप दोगे तो it's like more of the chill, मतलब more of the adults maybe, and they indulge towards such activities. But what basic like thing is, they came according to two large-scale evidence reviews commissioned by UNESCO in 2008 and 2016. CSE leads to delayed initiation of sexual intercourse. People delayed it because now they have knowledge. Now they know what circumstances they are going to face. what are going to be the complication. So it's like now they know the orientation. Once you know the orientation, things are quite better and more leads to more healthy stuff, you know. Let's move to the next slide. Okay. Comprehensive sexuality education. Sorry for interruption. Comprehensive sexuality education increases unwanted pregnancy. Anyone wants to comment about it? Laiba Han, do you want to unmute yourself? No, just unmute yourself.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam. Kaisi hai? Okay.
Regarding this myth, I don't believe that it will increase unwanted pregnancies. Instead, people will know more about this topic and they'll do more to avoid it, I think.
आपको लगता है but people of Pakistan think ना वो उनको लगता है ना ये ऐसे होता है. Do you think so?
Yes, definitely.
So अगर if I tell you like you have a task in your LC, you need to like deban this idea like comprehensive sexuality education increases unwanted pregnancy. So tell me how do you organize an activity relating to this?
Okay, if I want to remove the myths that CSC increases unwanted pregnancies, obviously I'll have to present some kind of evidence. So definitely we'll search of studies जो किसके बारे में हुई होंगी कि increase use of contraception say unwanted pregnancies decrease हुई हैं and eventually लोगों को इस तरफ लाना कि CSC is actually conducive to decreasing unwanted pregnancies.
Okay. Thank you so much. Move to the next slide. Comprehensive sexuality education increases risk of getting sexually transmitted infections. A taboo again. According to two large-scale evidence reviews commissioned by UNESCO in 2018 and 2008 and 16 led to the increased use of condoms. It only promotes the use of condoms that will further decrease the risk of STIs, HIVs, AIDS, etc. Okay. Move to the next slide. What do you think? What else? Matlab, ye to, I already talked about that. It is a common norm like comprehensive sexual education, इसके outcomes क्या होते हैं, unwanted pregnancy, STIs वगैरह, etc. Sexual health को improve करना. But it also about well-being and empowerment. I just nominated anyone and she tells me about like it's also about feeling confidence about yourself, about your autonomy, not being shameful to some of the physiological changes that we face because it's the natural. This is how we are made. So it's also about empowerment. It's also about confidence and it's also about our well-being. Okay, move to the next slide. So sex positive versus risk based approach, a little bit discussed. Like for example, if you want to focus on STI transmission and unwanted pregnancy, what do you think you will do? आपकी approach क्या होगी? Ahmed Aziz, do you want to comment about it?
Could you repeat the question?
Yeah, sure. It's like you want to focus on sexually transmitted diseases, transmission and unwanted pregnancy. मतलब ये रिस्क फैक्टर्स आप खत्म करना चाह रहे हैं तो आप किस चीज पे काम करोगे?
I mean, I think the basis of anything and everything is awareness. So if you're talking about STDs and unwanted abortions, then education and awareness takes the forefront, no matter what. And after a particular age, making sure that those people know what that is, because the things are society itself has too many people that don't even go to these schools. So actually going to the public and talking about these things for those communities where these things are more common, I think that'll be more beneficial than talking to students in universities who already know about these things. So particularly picking those groups should help with spreading the awareness for this.
Okay, thank you so much. And next is the previous abortions. It related to communication between a couple. So inducing a good communication is very important for every relationship. It's a normally what everyone heard. So same in the case, lack of communication further leads to the abortion, and abortion is all about consent. Substance using during sex, it should be like you should be clear about use it in a direct terms, and if other give you consent about that, then go for it. And then Abdul Karim, can you like move to the next slide? Okay, let's consider you wanted to plan a comprehensive sexual activity, education related koi activity in your LC. Tell me any kind of topic, जो भी आपके ज़हन में आता है. Zila Maslam? Tuba Wahaj? Just name a word, like child marriages. I wanted to address abortion, about consent. Yeah, sure.
Contraception. Teen pregnancy.
Yeah, that was good one. Nice. You, Meher Nisa. You said no?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
Meher Nisa. So, teen pregnancies, if you wanted to create awareness and you wanted to tell your audience like how to avoid these things, आपने कोई activity arrange करानी है in your LC, what would you do? What kind of stuff you will use and audience you will attract, etc.
Obviously, young students who just like got enrolled in universities. We will offer awareness programs to them. How is it important? Like how the sex education is important for them. What is safe sex? What is the use of contraception? Like irrespective of our religious backgrounds and all, basic sex education is important for everybody. Like will provide sex education, counseling, and support services, or what should potential obstacles and what are the advantages and disadvantages of everything. Basically, we'll focus on awareness campaigns.
Okay.
So that's
yeah. Thank you so much, Marinisa. Anyone else?
You're welcome.
Thank you, Marinisa. First of all, she's the first volunteer I got, and I'm so happy. Anyone else?
We can talk about family planning.
Okay. Jasia Ahmed, you begin. Tuba Bahaj, then you'll go next. Jasia?
So for family planning, I'm gonna see first of all who actually needs family planning. So we're gonna, obviously talk to families, married people, and married people. So we talk, families, and then we need to see how much necessary is it in our society? Like, is it needed? Is it not needed? And obviously, because we have a lot of families who don't know about it, who are not aware about it, who don't understand that how harmful it is to have too many children, or how many should there be age gap between children. We need to address that, and obviously there's going to be problems associated with organizing such an activity. So we need to see how we can tackle them. And we should obviously know about the aims and objectives of our of such an activity. And I think, that those should be the main things.
Okay. There is some net issue. Okay. Thank you so much.
Sorry, did you hear me?
Yeah. I half heard you.
Okay, I'm so sorry about that issue. So basically, I was just saying that, we should know about the possible obstacles we'll face with that, with such an activity. And we should, have ideas on how we will be tackling them.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what I have in mind.
Thank you so much, Jasia. Whenever we'll go to some like different path or creating some awareness or about stigmatized and taboo topic, the main thing we face is backlash. How to overcome it, how to not go into the dark side, like, okay, fine, people are not going to change, nothing is going to change, Pakistan will going to remain the same, that we all are thinking. And so what we will think is like on the brighter side, okay, if I'm thinking this way, what can I do to make a change? So it's all about individual efforts. Okay, anyone else? Okay, to organize an activity. Firstly, yeah, sure. Oh, there is Tubawan.
Am I audible to you?
Yeah.
I think the issue of marital rape, that should be highlighted because it's still undocumented.
That was so good. Tuba, firstly, let me appreciate you. That was so good. Okay.
Yeah, because the traditional belief is that it's a private matter between the husband and wife, right? But actually, it leads to so many mental health issues among women and lack of confidence and physical health problems as well. So I think we should talk about it more, but it's not talked about enough in Pakistan, and that's a very sad thing. So I think this issue should be highlighted, and we should especially in medical colleges, even we don't discuss it enough in medical colleges. Like I think that if I go and I say that I want to arrange an activity regarding it, or I want to मतलब ये है कि इतना appreciate नहीं किया जाएगा, people will think it's a taboo topic, and they will choose something instead, like they will be willing to choose another topic, but not this one, because it's like too under discussed. So I think this topic should be discussed more and more.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tuba. Firstly, about that marital rape thing, it is not talked much, and people are like, it's nothing. I mean, I don't want to sound extremist, but mostly, अगर आप किसी families में देखा जाए जिसमें like people are so mostly marriages में अगर वो वाली आप family पे, I'm not talking about all, but the families where females are like, you should compromise, you should be the first to compromise, then the other person will respond to it. I'm not targeting all, I'm just saying there are some cases. And if a girl faces such thing, she's silenced even by her own mother, her own parents. Like, parents are the first persons you wanted to talk about anything that may hurt you, that may make you feel uncomfortable. So I think marital rape is such a big thing, and people neglected it like it's nothing.
Yeah, it's like also a form of domestic violence, right? Because the other person
exactly
so many mental health issues because of it.
Consent की बात आ जाती है ना, people don't know about consent. Seriously, on a gross level, लोगों को consent का नहीं पता होता. It's such a basic thing that you have to ask if other person is comfortable or not. And consent is not is like yes or no is a consent, but the other person should be psychologically, emotionally, everything. हर opinion, हर point of view पे उस पे कोई like बोझ नहीं होना चाहिए, कोई pressurized नहीं होना चाहिए, even for marriages. So females are mostly pressurized. And there are also cases of males, but I don't remember. Anyone wanted to say about that? Anyone wanted to discuss about like that marital rape thing? किसी के पास कोई मजे के opinions, views? Naveen, Fatma?
And I also want to discuss one other thing, that जो media का role होता है, media also take it as something so lightly ना, मतलब उनको इंस्टेड ऑफ उस चीज को प्रिवेंट करने के लिए, उस चीज में अवेयरनेस क्रिएट करने के बजाय दे आर लाइक नॉर्मलाइजिंग इट कि ये कोई नॉर्मल चीज है एंड द हस्बैंड हैज राइट, लाइक वो कर सकता है. तो आई थिंक ये भी इशू एड्रेस करना चाहिए.
Okay.
I also want to add, want to highlight an important issue here.
Sure.
So I think CSE can play an important role in preventing the child sexual abuse, because Pakistan is one of the leading countries with child sexual abuse in the world. Both boys and girls are annually raped, but hardly a few hundreds cases of sexual abuse come to the surface. And also child sexual abuse.
Yeah. Go on.
Sorry, I just got disconnected. So I was talking about child sexual abuse. So child sexual abuse, we see through media as just a tip of the iceberg. As according to our research, over 5,50,000 children, including both boys and girls, are sexually abused. In fact, raped in Pakistan every year. I would say, ironically, we have now laws in place for child protection, but they are not implemented. Sorry to say this. So this is an important issue that I actually want to highlight here.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was such a good point. Okay, guys. So we have kind of 20 minutes. So there is that topic about gender-based violence, domestic violence. Gender-based violence is also women's friendly first topic. So anyone wants to debate about it or share some comments about it?
Say something about that.
Yeah, go on, Saira.
Sorry, first of all, I want to apologize for when you actually asked me. I had some internet connection issues. And about this domestic violence, I feel like that from a very young age, we need to educate kids, not just girls, even boys. Like, for example, if I have a young, I would make sure that I would let him know that there's always a right way to project the anger, right? Whenever we actually see kids around, even especially nowadays, they're really hyper and they make sure they go for the physical option, right? And it's very important to be aware of the fact that if you see that, you need to stop that as well. Like being individual, it's our responsibility as well, right? So you have to start at some level, right? So I feel like it should be taught to the mothers as well as the siblings, right? To make sure and keep an eye around like what your younger siblings are up to, and even elders, if you can educate them. That's what I believe. Like it should be stopped at a very early age, rather than because बड़ी एज पर जाके वो बहुत ज्यादा चीज कहते हैं पुख्ता हो जाती है, राइट? क्या जितना समझा रहे हैं ये चाइल्ड अब्यूजिंग फिजिकली इवन कोई छोटे बच्चे को भी just stop there and tell them कि this is not the right way to do it. You can talk it out or just थोड़ी देर के लिए आराम से बैठ जाओ, फिर आराम से बात करेंगे. So I think that's very important.
ये जो आपने कहा है ना पुख्ता हो जाती है, that is such a good point. Like people say बच्चा है, hair है, but that वो उसकी जो पूरा माइंडसेट ऑफ लाइफ है ना, वो उस चीज को लेकर चलता है. सो जो बेसिकली जो बच्चा होता है ना, मेन उसका मैच्योरिंग एज या अपनी लाइफ वो किस ओरिएंटेशन में गुजारेगा ना, वो मैटर करता है. सो इट्स रियली इंपॉर्टेंट टू एजुकेट योर चाइल्ड, स्पेशली पेरेंट्स लाइक प्रमोट इट, लाइक इफ चिल्ड्रन आर प्लेइंग विद ईच अदर विद वन अनदर, दे आर लाइक अगर कोई वो बच्चा रो के घर आता है या फिर मार के आता है किसी को, दे आर लाइक बहुत अच्छा किया. दिस इज आल्सो अ बैड बिहेवियर, आई थिंक सो.
I agree, and even now आप आगे से प्रमोट करते हैं कि अच्छा तुमने क्यों नहीं आगे से कुछ कहा. That's like where it starts.
Exactly. I have a little brother and उस दिन वो ना लड़ाई करके आया, and मेरा cousin है, he's like in 9 and 10. वो कहते हैं आओ हम उसको सेट करके आते हैं. I call my friends, let's go together. मैं कहा ये क्या कर रहे हो? That is so wrong. मतलब it's so normalized. And literally मैं उसको अच्छा भला लेसन दिया कि हौसला करो, एंड शी इज लाइक कि बच्चे खेल रहे हैं पर ही इज लाइक उसको क्यों मारा उसने? मैंने कहा इसको अल्लाह का मसला ना बनाओ, इट्स जस्ट अ नॉर्मल थिंग। और मैंने उस अपने भाई को बोला जाओ खुद ही जाके उससे लड़ो, आई मीन लड़ो इन द सेंस के खुद ही जाके अपने लिए स्टैंड लो, आप दूसरों पे मत डिपेंड करो। दिस इज आल्सो पॉइंट, मतलब अपने लिए स्टैंड लेना है और लिमिट्स में रह के स्टैंड लेना है। ये चीज भी बच्चों को नहीं सिखाई जाती। ये बहुत छोटी चीजें कंसीडर की जाती है, बट it has a large and huge impact on someone's psychology. पूरी उसकी लाइफ ही ट्रैक ही बदल जाता है। So gender based violence we are talking about, anyone wants to, like, do you think man face gender violence too? Any boy wanted to volunteer? Daniel Iftihar, do you want to say something? Muhammad Kamran, Umar Sheikh, anyone? Okay.
Am I audible?
Yeah. Okay.
So I just wanted to
Go on,
mention that yes, definitely gender-based violence is like by the name itself is not specifically to only one gender. It could be any gender itself, and primarily in rural areas. When we talk about culture in Pakistan, we see that in rural areas, because again lack of understanding, lack of education really makes things really worse for the children itself. For example, mostly they're in the fields working on agricultural like सारा कुछ कर रहे होते, तो obviously the parents itself अगर वो for example बच्चों को वो like properly beat up करना उनको, like properly torture them itself.
Exactly.
And that's really common for like boys itself, because अगर वो properly काम नहीं करते, and that's not necessarily the entire एक segment तो ये कि आपके अपने parents ही है, I mean specifically the father itself, because he's not educated and he does not understand how to parent a kid itself if he's done something wrong or if he's done something in the wrong manner itself. तो वो एक torturous बन जाता है उनके and all that. And more so child labor is one of the things that's really common in Pakistan itself, unfortunately, being a third world country. So that really makes things really worse for like boys itself, because child labor may they're being mistreated. And I would say gender-based violence is not necessarily just to torture that person by physically itself. That really includes emotional and psychological torture.
Emotionally, psychological, exactly.
So that itself includes as violence. And for us, like mostly there's the societal the stigma itself associated with this, not stigma, like a societal culture made that अगर मर्द है तो उसी ने जाके कमाना है, like single boy having exactly. So these are things exactly.
Don't be sensitive.
Don't be sensitive. Why can't be men sensitive? Why can't be boys crying and all that? And more so like child labor mein unko, like the way the people look at them and also and if someone is not doing something, doing not good financially or any another element and all that, children are picked out school and all that, teachers like at sometimes they are the ones who are doing that to that. So any psychological, any physical torture, they both obviously men also face obviously there's no comparison. There shouldn't be any comparison with any kind of gender-based violence, either between female or male. But yes, they do feel this whole scenario in Pakistan as well. So this is something that really is less talked about as well. So that itself should be talked about as well.
Thank you so much, Pradeep. And one more thing, it's now mainly man itself, or they are so again they face something harassment kind of stuff, they're like they go so quiet, वो अपने पेरेंट्स तक को नहीं बताते, and it's like so unmanly. They बहुत unmanly thing consider की जाती है that a boy is harassed or something happens to a boy, something like that, जो कि मुझे खुद personally ये चीज बहुत like it's condemning. Even के parents भी बहुत इस चीज को करते हैं.
Sorry to cut you off. It's basically taken as a joke.
Yeah, sarcastically आ जाता है.
Exactly. Colleges, universities में तो like I guess any day we can face that. It's like on a lighter note, not properly as a gender-based violence, but like the stigma still exists. For example, let's suppose if a man wears a pink shirt, I mean even if it looks good on him and itself, his or her friend like his friends would be making fun of it, like okay ये किस तरह से like क्या कहते हैं क्या पहन के आ गए and all that. So like again the same, it's taken as a joke. It's not taken seriously, or it's not even accepted in the society as a whole.
और इवन के कुकिंग करना भी बहुत ज्यादा अनमैनली कंसीडर किया जाता है, जबकि आई थिंक इट्स सच अ मतलब एक स्किल होता है. सो okay, thank you so much, Muneeb. I enjoyed your views again. And anyone else? Any more boy? Ahmed Aziz?
I mean, I think Munib has covered most of what can be covered in this. It's pretty clear that this thing has been going on for a very long time, and that stigma is not going to go anywhere for a long time. But the only thing we can do is keep spreading awareness and making sure that people that are going into the world don't carry the same stigma, which is the whole point of this presentation. So I don't think there's much to add.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, Ahmed. And mindset ban gaya hua hai na? Mindset things take centuries to be changed. मतलब maybe, for example, जो चीजें our parents can't teach us, maybe we can teach it to our children. So I think we are the change. Yeah. Someone wants to speak? Okay. Okay, to conclude, I think we are the change. Yeah, yeah. Tuba, go on.
Especially in madrasa, you know, this issue, sexual abuse in madrasas is so common and it's not talked about enough. And that's a really, really big major issue. I think awareness should be created for this issue as well, because the students, they don't report their teachers. And yeah, I think, and no one says anything because, you know, it's madrasas and that's why.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tuba. ठीक है. That sexual harassment madrasas वाला point is so common. अब इसकी awareness भी start हो गया है, but still ये चीज होती है. ठीक है.
I think we can gender-based I think we can prevent gender-based violence by educating ourselves on you know the root cause of the violence, and also we should stop victim blaming, because वो वाला जो concept है ना कि अगर like औरत as बेचारी and अगर male कर रहा है तो हम उसको ही बुरा regard कर देते हैं, तो we should stop that concept, and we should be more you know involved the question वाला चीज कि सही अगर ऐसा हो रहा है तो ऐसा क्यों, and we should look to stop you know sexual harassment, and we should have to develop an action plan कि हम इस चीज को किस तरह से रोक सकते हैं, और we should have to stop that rape culture. So I think this would be helpful.
Thank you so much. Who was that? What's your name? I नाम बता. हाँ, Saida Taiba. Okay, Saida Taiba. Thank you so much. Okay, anyone wants to add something else, guys? Literally मुझे बहुत मजा आ रहा है. I love talking about such issues. Yeah, Tuba,
organizations that help women victims are a lot, but there are no organizations, almost none that I've heard of, that work for the rights of male victims or help them in any way. I think
that's a good point too.
I think parenting is very necessary at this time, and if we teach parents, we can convey this learning to the next generations. We can prevent sexual abuse. If parents tell their children self-defense skills, like some children learn karate or something, or other skills.
Yeah, standing up yourself एक skill, मतलब एक normal सी चीज भी आप बच्चे में दे देते हो ना, like उसको पता हो if something is कोई चीज बुरी हो रही है उसके साथ, तो उसके अंदर इतना confidence हो कि वो खड़ा हो सके और उस चीज को condemn करे and to say no about it. तो ये चीज भी नहीं होती. Yeah, suppressed people in Pakistan. Yeah, children are suppressed.
If children doesn't know what's happening, then they can't defend themselves.
Exactly. This is what CSE for, comprehensive sexuality education. It contains everything. Consent से लेके sex education तक, everything. उसकी complications, HIV, AIDS. Okay. Anyone else?
Yes, I want to add something.
Go.
Yes, I want to Mubarak. Yes, I want to add something कि इस चीज में मेन रोल पेरेंट्स का भी जो है वो मतलब मतलब इसमें इफेक्टिव रोल इस तरह हो सकता है कि पेरेंट्स को इतना फ्रेंडली इन्वायरमेंट अपने जो है वो चिल्ड्रन को इतना देना चाहिए कि अगर इफ सम चाइल्ड इज बीइंग अब्यूज्ड तो वो हर बात अपने पेरेंट्स से मेन जो है वो शेयर करे, क्योंकि पेरेंट्स का इतना मतलब अगर पेरेंट्स से वो फ्रेंडली इन्वायरमेंट नहीं देंगे तो आई डोंट थिंक सो कि चिल्ड्रन जो है वो अगर मतलब कोई भी बात है लाइक एनीथिंग दे आर बीइंग फेस्ड और कोई भी चीज जो उनके साथ हो रही है इस तरह, तो वो उस फ्रेंडली इन्वायरमेंट में अपने पेरेंट्स से डिस्कस करें। और मेरा नहीं ख्याल कि आपका कोई मतलब मेंटोर सबसे अच्छे आपके पेरेंट्स ही हैं मतलब जी। लेकिन मतलब मुझे जो लगता है कि पाकिस्तान में पेरेंट्स जो हैं वो इस चीज का मतलब मेरा नहीं ख्याल कि इतना फ्रेंडली इन्वायरमेंट अपने देते हैं अपने चिल्ड्रन को कि वो हर चीज जो है उनसे शेयर कर सके और मतलब इस चीज
गैप्स होता
को
है,
स्टार्ट
देयर आर
करके
गैप्स
कि वो
बिटवीन।
क्लियर ना हो जी, कि मतलब नॉन जजमेंटल होकर तो इस चीज का मतलब है जी।
Yeah, about that thing, anyone wants to speak? Mubarak,
I want
do you want to? Yeah, yeah. Go on, Saira.
I know like children might open up to parents, but I feel like that we should also promote elder siblings actually. I feel like that the youth or the younger generation, they might open up to their elder siblings way much better than their parents. And we should promote healthy conversations among siblings as well. Like you should make them sit down and then let them aware of the situations that are going around and they would eventually open up if something is going wrong.
Exactly.
Yes, Saira is right कि siblings इसमें बहुत important role play कर सकते हैं कि हर चीज से awareness और मतलब parents और I think जो siblings हैं वो आपके best mentor हो सकते हैं मतलब किसी भी अपने मतलब children के या अपने siblings के कि एक friendly environment देके और उनको हर चीज की awareness मेरा नहीं ख्याल कि इनसे कोई और बेहतर को दे सकता हो।
That was such a good point. And ये जो parents और children में जो communication gap है, ये it was so good. I like that point so much because I think this is the root of everything. If a children can communicate to their parents now, and then like 90% of the things are going to be solved. मतलब अगर वो कोई चीज इशू फेस करता है then the parents, a mother and father must be the first figure जिसके पास वो आए and comfortably confess करे that this is the thing I'm facing, this is the thing making me uncomfortable, etc. So I think parents को awareness देना भी we can add in like creating awareness overall because I think this is the root. Parents, teachers. Okay. So time khatam ho gaya and I really enjoyed your opinions and so I wanted to thank everyone who come forward and share their opinions. So Ahmed Aziz and Abi there's like Tuba and I just forgot the name, but they are like people who speak. I really enjoyed it. Made my day. Tuba and Munib, thank you so much for taking part. So that's the end.
Thank you so much, Bahira Baji. It was really an honor for us to have you as our speaker. It was really an eye-opening session. You not only highlighted the importance of the comprehensive sexuality education, but you also lay out what we could do and how we could play our part.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Okay, so now I'll call upon Umar Sheikh, the Internal Affairs Assistant of National Skora National Team, to come forward and come up with an amazing energizer for us all. Umar, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Over to you, Umar. The stage is yours.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Am I audible to you guys? Am I audible?
Yes, Umar, you are audible to me.
I'm Umar Sheikh, Internal Affairs Assistant, Skora National Team. I know we all are feeling a bit tired now, so let's get our energy up with some rapid fire. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and I want you to answer as quickly as possible. Ready? Let's go. We have only 10 minutes, so please answer as soon as possible. My first question is from Masuma Ghaffar. Masuma, are you here?
Yes.
Masuma. My first question is, what's your favorite place you have ever traveled to?
Islamabad.
Okay. Next question is from Iman Chaudhary. Iman? Iman, are you here? Mishal Hanif? Mishal Hanif? Mishal Hanif, are you here? Michelle?
Yes, hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. I wanna ask, if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Being invisible.
Okay. Next question from Zaima Jamshed. Zaima, are you here?
Yep, I'm here.
What's the most adventurous thing you have ever done?
Paragliding.
Okay. Next question from Rabia Asim. Rabia, are you here? Rabia Asim? Sumaya Sarfraz? Sumaya Sarfraz? Okay. Muhammad Kamran. Muhammad Kamran? प्लीज सब इन्वॉल्व हों इसमें मोहम्मद कामरान मुनीब आसिम
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes. What's the best gift you have ever received?
Probably a watch.
Okay. Tahreem Munawwar? Tahreem Munawwar? Am I audible? Tahreem Munawwar? Okay. Abdul Karim Shehbaz. Abdul Karim
Yes, Amir.
Shehbaz.
Yes, Amir.
Okay. I want to ask, what's something you have always wanted to try but haven't yet?
There's a list of things I want to try. Like I said, I wanted to try web designing, but I haven't done it yet.
Okay, nice. Atika Khan? Atika Khan? Atika, are you here? Tuba Islam?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes. What's the most beautiful place you have ever been to?
Sawat, maybe.
Okay. Next question is from Zimal Aslam.
Yes.
Zimal, are you here?
Yes.
What's your favorite Netflix movie or season?
Interstellar movie.
What?
Interstellar movie.
Okay. What's the best thing in it?
I just love to know about space and black holes, so that's why I just like it.
Okay, good. Next question is from Haram Altaf. Haram, are you here?
Yes, Umar, I am hearing.
Okay. If you could have any job in the world, what would it be?
physical activities in FMDC.
Okay. Fasila? Fasila, are you here? Awaiza Arif?
Hello, Assalamualaikum. Yes.
Okay.
Am I? I'm
If you
not
could
audible?
switch live, yes, you are audible. I wanna ask, if you could switch lives with anyone for a day, what would it be?
Okay, I want to be the president for one day.
Okay. Then what would you wanna do after becoming president?
I just want to like to see कि आखिर इतने कहाँ बिजी होते हैं जो उन्हें मुल्क के हालात नहीं समझ आते.
Okay. Good. Naveen Fatima? Naveen, are you here? Naveen? Saira Khulat. Saira, are you here?
Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. I wanna ask, what's your idea of a perfect day?
Of a perfect date, it would be me sleeping, having the best food, and then doing whatever I want to do.
That's what I wanna ask. What you wanna do?
What I want to do, it would be watching movies, hanging out with my friends, and especially there would be no studies, so that would be the part of it.
Okay. Maham Nasreen. Maham, am I audible?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes. If you could learn any skill, what would it be?
I would like to learn another language, maybe French or Chinese.
Okay. Okay, guys. Great job, everyone. That was a lot of fun, and I hope it helped energize you all. Now, once we have had some fun, let's get back to our session. Thanks for playing. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you so much, Umar. It was really fun with all those questions and to get to know about the participants more. So now we're head towards the main part of our session, that was controversial debate. So for that, I have Ahmed Aziz, who will be elaborating us about the rules of the debate. Ahmed Aziz is the General Assistant to National Public Health Officer. So Ahmed, over to you.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. So basically, what we have for you guys now are a set of controversial debates, each from each of the departments that are collaborating today. So you guys are in for a lot of fun. And the basic rules are going to be as simple as it gets. We're going to have you guys divide yourselves into teams of two, which are going to be for and against. And we're going to have three particular topics shown to you, which you guys will talk about for 10 to 15 minutes, discuss with your team, discuss with your moderators. And then from there, we're going to take turns into having you guys express your opinions and thoughts on that topic. And we'll discuss each topic for approximately 20 minutes. And when that's done, we can just all sort of have a summary of everything and decide which side has the better points and which side actually made the most sense. So I hope you guys have a lot of fun. If you have any questions, feel free to ask any of the moderators or me, and good luck with the debates.
Thank you so much, Ahmed. Okay, so I'll call upon with Dr. Vaniza Noor. He's the National Vice President for Finances. She would be elaborating and moderating the debate part, and she would be telling us about all the debate topics. And yeah, so over to you, Dr. Vaniza.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Hope everyone is doing good. I'm Baniza Noor from Salcott Medical College, currently working as National Vice President Finances for MSA Pakistan. So I am actually going to tell you guys the topics for the debate today. So my first topic for the debate is basically the legal and illegal aspects of abortion, which lies in SCORA. And for SCORP, we will discuss about like during during a complicated delivery, who should we prefer? Like, should we save mother's life or a baby's life? And for SCOP session, we will have controversial debate on how to raise awareness and empowering general public females to get to know about their of having child, and how to teach young people about the values, belief, and attitude that are linked to sexual and reproductive health, and how culture may impact on sexuality. So I guess these three are topics. Am I right, Karim?
Yes, you are. Okay, so guys, we'll be sharing the WhatsApp group links in your respective workshop groups. So you can join which group you want to join. Are you in the favor of the topic or are you in the against? So the debate moderators will soon be sharing the WhatsApp group links in your groups. Everyone, if you are confused with the debate's topic or with the overall process, you could type in the chat box and we'll try to resolve out your query as soon as possible. We'll shortly start at 10:20. So you guys have time to 10:20 to discuss the 3 topics that are given to you. Okay, everyone. So we'll start the debate. We have Dr. Vaniza Noor as our judge. So we have our team A, the one in favor, and team B, the one in against. So Dr. Vaniza Noor, you can start.
Free for
The first topic we have that is abortion that abortion should be legal or illegal. The team in favor says that abortion should be legal and it's the right of women for their own body. So anyone from team A, you have to start the debate. You have only 3 minutes to convey your message as a group of what you think. Yeah, Fatma, you can go ahead.
Thank you for the recognition. So after a thorough discussion with all of our group members, we'll come to the following points. And I'm going to put forward a few key points of why we are in favor of abortion. Why should it be legal? So first of all, abortion should be an option when the pregnancy is endangering the mother's life, or if the fetal has developmental anomalies. Because at the end of the day, if the fetus is born, if such a baby is born, it will probably not lead normal life. And that would be detrimental to both the quality of life of the parents and the child. And especially in cases where a woman has been raped or it's forced assault, and it's the conception is a result of something that's forced and the woman did not want, or it could even be in the case of a failed contraception. That's where it's especially important to honor the women's choice. And again, despite everything, at the end of the day, it should be a woman's choice, because it's a woman's body. She has to carry the baby to full term. She has to deliver. She has to go through the birth process, the pain, the mental health issues, everything that comes along with it. It's a woman that has to bear that. So it has to be a woman's decision. And further on, we also talked about the fact that just because abortion, if you make abortion illegal, it would not stop abortions from happening. In fact, it would probably still carry on, definitely carry on, and the result would be that there will be such abortions that are carried out illegally, which would further endanger the life of a woman. It would further be a detriment to the society, because there are chances. We talked about we would have like to quote an example where there was this woman who basically injected prostaglandin to induce abortion, and it was illegal. She looked it up on the internet, and what happened was that it ended up taking her life. And so if we imagine that if there was enough societal there was no societal pressure regarding this, or if she had access to safe abortion, this would have never happened. And that's just one of the reasons why this is important. I'd also like to quote some statistics. Okay, so we have come to know that in total of 890,000 women in Pakistan annually, they undergo induced abortion. And an annual abortion rate of 29 per 1,000 women aged 15 to 49, which again just goes on to show that why abortion is so important, because if so many women are going for abortion, there has to be a reason. There has to be, and if you just legalize it, if you say that it's not legal, it's only going to make them do it illegally, which unfortunately happens more than legal abortions, especially in a country like Pakistan, which obviously leads to compromising the women's health further. I'd like to yield the rest of the time back to the chair. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Fatma. It was really nice to hear you from your own perspective. Now I'll invite the team B. Anyone from team B, please come forward and protect your case against the team A, that you guys don't support the abortion and you guys think that it should be illegal to be to support the abortion as well. Anyone from team B?
Okay, so Assalamu alaikum. My name is Pushmal Zahid from AJKM CLC, and we are going to support us to be talking against the abortion, that why it should be banned and it should be illegal. First of all, I would like to say that right to life is, we all know that it is fundamental right, and it should be fundamental human right, and it should be protected by law. And life, it's not like it begins when you are born, it begins at the time of conception. And by abortion, we mean we are terminating an innocent human life, and that is not only wrong because it is a right to life, but also it is ethically and morally wrong. And secondly, I would like to add that it can also lead to negative emotional and psychological consequences for the women. Like at for initially they won't know के उसके बाद में क्या consequences होंगे, they will be all right, but as the time passes we know there are many examples, people and women would be involved in guilt, will have feelings of regret that will ultimately lead to depression and feelings of suicide. So now this is all I want to say. Now over to Aveza from my side. Thank you.
Okay, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. You can continue.
Okay, so as कुछ चीज़ें जो हैं वो elaborate कर दी हैं, but I want to all say कि you know abortions जो है mostly हम जो है वो unethical और मतलब एक क्रिमिनल केसेस के बाद ही कराए जाते हैं. अगर हम अबॉर्शंस को लीगल कर देंगे तो दीज केसेस विल बी इंक्रीज इन नंबर, कोई डर नहीं रहेगा, ठीक है. दे लाइक अब तो वी कैन डू एनीथिंग. और अगर एक अनसेफ अबॉर्शन हो तो दैट कैन लीड टू द वाइड रेंज ऑफ हेल्थ रिस्क दैट कैन इफेक्ट द वेल बीइंग ऑफ मदर. सो मोस्टली जो है मोस्टली हमारे यहाँ वुमेन का कंसर्न नहीं होता, इट इज़ द फैमिली, इट इज़ द फादर कि मोस्टली हमें लड़की नहीं चाहिए तो अबॉर्शन करवा दो. इट इज मोस्टली क्राइम केसेस में होता है, जैसे रेप केसेस में अबॉर्शन हो रहे होते हैं, टीन प्रेगनेंसीज में मोस्टली अबॉर्शन हो रहे होते हैं, ठीक है. सो अगर हम देखा जाए अगर टीन एज में अबॉर्शन हो रहे हैं तो दैट इट कैन लीड टू injury to the cervix or uterus hemorrhage, pelvic infection and secondary hemorrhages. In spite of that all hemorrhage thing, post abortion हमारे पास बहुत ज़्यादा complication हो सकती हैं. that is septic shock हो सकता है, perforated bladder और bowel हो सकता है, जिससे हमारा mortality rate increase होता है. So it is like not good to making it legal, and I think it should be legal, and we guys not like support abortions in Senate. Yeah, that's all.
Perfect, Aveza. Thank you so much, Team B. Anyone from Team A to counter what Team B has presented their ideas?
Hi, I would like to speak up. Just as Aveda said that, you know, abortion can lead to complications and stuff. But making abortions illegal doesn't prevent the other abortions, the other illegal abortions which happen behind the scene. And actually, those kind of abortions lead to their own complications, like unsafe abortions. And in fact, I believe those kind of abortions have more mortality. And if we make abortions legal, then the abortions are in the safe hands of a doctor and medical practitioners, and they can actually do it in a better way to save the mother's life.
Perfect. Anyone from Team B to counter what Team A has said?
Okay, the not only point of thing is the thing is कि unsafe abortions, but it is not moral and it is like killing a life, ठीक है. आप बजाय इसके कि हम अबॉर्शन को प्रमोट करें, we should promote कि हम प्रेगनेंसीज को किस तरह प्रिवेंट कर सकते हैं, लाइक सेफ सेक्स एंड ऑल थिंग. सो ऑफ कोर्स जो है वो मोस्ट ये डॉक्टर्स जो हैं ये इनसे भी गलतियां हो सकती हैं, दैट बट द पॉइंट इज के अबॉर्शन मोस्टली होता ही आफ्टर इलीगल क्राइम्स के बाद है, मतलब क्राइम होते हैं लीगल है ऑफ कोर्स, आफ्टर इलीगल थिंग्स के बाद ये अबॉर्शंस होते हैं, तो इट इज जस्ट नॉट अ पॉइंट फॉर मेकिंग देम लीगल एंड ऑल्सो.
Perfect. Okay, this is the last time we are going for Team A. Team A, this is the last time you have to present your case. You have to support your case. Team A.
I want to say, if even if it becomes legal, the people who are educated will not attempt or will not uh, going to it's not going to happen. But even if it's illegal, people are fearless of the laws. They will uh, do this, and even if they know it's crime, but they will attempt. And who want to abort, or who doesn't want a baby, or as a crime, they will still do. They are fearless of the laws. We know how much people fear of the laws. So we cannot say that if it's legal, then it will increase the rates. No.
Perfect. Okay, so team B, this is the last chance to protect your to to support your statement.
I
Anyone
believe
from
that
team B?
instead of promoting abortion, we should promote responsible sex and preventing pregnancies more and more. And the fact that Team A said that it's only a woman's decision to keep the child or not. But I feel like the father also has a right over their baby, right? So father should be also taken in consideration. And what people need to realize is that they are not just carrying a clump of cells in their belly. It's a human life. So uh, that's it.
Perfect. Okay, so we are done with our debate on Scora session. So we'll move forward to the Scorp session. And before moving onwards, Vanessa Badi, who do you think is the winner?
Okay, I think Team A, which was working in favor of abortion, because I guess, in my point of view, mother's health is a paramount, because a mother has experienced, like, I guess, like you can say, mother's life is worth more than an unborn child. She has experienced commitments in a family that knows and loves her, and even though the loss of an unborn child can be painful on her body and mental health, she should be saved. So I guess, in case of any complication, if a mother is uh, like, अगर जरूरत पड़ रही है abortion की, तो one should go for it.
Perfect. Also, I'll appreciate Team B, how they really protected and supported their case of why the abortion should be illegal. Moving onwards, so we'll have 10 minutes for this corp session, like for 5 minutes of discussion and then 5 minutes on debate. So guys, the topics are already given in your group. You can go and discuss, and if you want to switch your group, you can. We'll come back at 10:40. Okay, so I'll just explain one more time. We have two teams, Team A and Team B. For the scope topic, it is like in during the critical delivery, it's important to save mother's life or fetus, and Team A would be supporting the fetus, and Team B would be supporting that it's essential to save the mother's lives. Yes, I'm just giving 2 more minutes for discussion. We'll resume at 10:42. I'll repeat, we'll resume at 10:42. Okay, guys, so we are going to start our scope debate topic. So just me revising rule. When you are supporting your case, the speaker has 30 seconds to support their case, and then the other speaker would be having the 30 seconds to support their, and then for so and so, you guys would be having 3 minutes for this scope debate. Am I clear? Please send the plus signs if we all are clear. Guys, am I clear to you? Okay, okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, so from team A, I'll call upon someone who would be protecting their case. The topic was that during the critical delivery, it is essential to save fetus life, not the mother's. Team A, please protect your case. You have 30 seconds each speaker. So first 30 for the first second, who would be come up? Guys, you are running out of your time. If no one will come, the time for scope debate would be over. Anyone from team A? Muneem, who would be coming from your team?
We're still figuring that out. So team A,
Okay, so we'll start with team B this time. Team B, you can start. Anyone from you can start with your topic that you support mother's life. Team B. Maham's team. Maham, who would be coming forward?
Assalamualaikum.
Thank you for the question. Yeah, please go on.
I'm from Team B, and I support that mother's life should be saved first. Because I think that if the mother dies in one way or the other, baby's life is also affected. And our society will also criminalize the child that because of you, your mother died. Okay, if we were to say that the fetus life and not the mother, then the baby will be left only with one parent, father. And I think that mother is the best relation a child can get, a best gift that Allah has gave the baby. And it is very difficult. There are many examples, but it is very difficult for a single parent to nurture his child, and especially if it is a father. And not only that child, if the mother dies, then the babies which are like, no doubt, babies which are elder than that newborn child, their life is also very much affected. And children who lose their mothers are more likely to face challenging circumstances such as malnutrition and developmental issues. And mother life is very important.
Perfect. Okay, so you are out of your time now, team A.
Okay, so I'll be speaking on behalf of Team A. So, like my fellow, like my fellow peer mentioned, like we already had the debates for abortion being legalized and not legalized. So the people who was the team that was in against the topic itself, they mentioned that at conception itself, the fetus itself has its own recognition as a rightful human being. So when we already considering the fetus being a rightful human being, then we, as a human being itself, he or she has rights, and that is the right to live. And right to live is a basic human right and a fundamental human right that is present to everyone out there. So considering that, yes, the fetuses being a human entity itself, they should be the ones whose choice should be there to live, and the mother should not be decisive of that very purpose.
Thank you so much, Muneeb. Now anyone from team B, please continue. Team B.
Okay.
So Muneeb talked about. Is someone speaking?
Yes, ma'am, you can speak.
Okay, so Muneeb talked about the sanctity of life and how everyone should have a right to live. And we believe that a mother is a grown woman with a dynamic life, her relationships. She might already have children who need her attention. And a child born without maternal affection is already going to lead a very difficult life. The choice should always be to save the mother's life. Because when we're talking about the sanctity of life, it's important to save a fully grown woman instead of giving a chance to, which is, again, we do agree it's very important, but this is in cases of emergencies. This is in cases where there is no other option. It should be the woman's life that we're prioritizing. And at the end of the day, a woman can always conceive again. She can always have other babies. And if she already has children, that they need her attention, they need her affection. And in case she cannot conceive again, there's always an option to adopt. Or if the mother has psychiatric challenges because of the miscarriage or the abortion, she could always seek psychiatric help and go to therapy. And I would like to yield the rest of the time to my fellow team members
Thank you.
if they want to add a
Also,
point.
now, okay, thank you so much, Fatma. Now over to Team A. This is the last chance for you to support your case.
Okay, so I'll be coming from Team A. As we've talked about that in many cases it's emergency, right? But before even surgeries, when these are for labor it's being performed, it is always asked that if they want to support, like actually save the mother's life or the fetus. And of course it's the mother's right, right? But in even cases of emergencies, we should not even forget about the potential of meaningful life, right? We should actually take in account that the fetus might have an opportunity to live and experience a meaningful life, that it should be considered. And also with the medical technology and the advancements in neonatal cares, it has actually improved the survival rates for the premature births as well. So I feel like that it should be taken in account for that as well.
Perfect. Anyone from Team B?
Okay, so the health and survival of a mother is directly it has a direct impact on her family, especially children, spouse, and by prioritizing the mother's life and ensuring her survival, the well-being of her dependents is safeguarded. And moreover, I would like to add that ensuring mother's survival in critical delivery situations aligns with the principle of reproductive rights, and it affirms a woman's autonomy over her body and her right to life and death. And that's all I want to say. Thank you.
Okay, the Team A, we are announcing our results. Dr. Vanisa, do you need some time? Or you can announce right now?
I need some time.
Okay, sure. For the time being, we have our third topic, Team A and Team B. You can go look up to that. I'll repeat the topic here. The topic for this COF is the government should provide free access to mental health services for all individuals. Those who are in favor, they could join the Team A, and those who are against, join the Team B. For discussion, you have time till 10:57. Vanessa Bali, should you be announcing the results for the SCORP debate at right now or at the end?
No, I can announce right now.
Yeah,
I'll go with
not right now. Before we'll be discussing. Okay, the times is up. Vanessa Bali, you can announce the result.
Okay, for SCORP discussion, I'll go with Group B, who was supporting a mother's health because obviously mother's health is at priority. So yeah, Group B it is.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so we'll shortly start with our SCORP topic. So our SCORP topic is that, let me just repeat the topic again. The SCORP topic is the government should provide the access to mental health services for all individuals. I'll call upon people from Team A to speak up for the favor of the topic. Someone from Team A, please come forward and take the stage. You just remember that you have 30 seconds to present your case. Then the Team B will be presenting there and so and so.
Hi, I'm Jassy Ahmed, and I think that mental health, when mental health is better, it improves our moods, anxiety. We can think better. We can do our work better, increases efficiency and stuff. So I think everyone should get the proper mental health services that they deserve. And I think it should be free, provided by healthcare. And considering the prevalence of the mental health issues in our society, it is important that everyone gets the therapy that they deserve to not only improve themselves, but also to improve for the well-being of the society, and also to prevent these issues in the future.
Thank you so much, Jasya. Someone from Team B, please come up.
Thank you for the recognition, Chair. We would like to counter this, and we are against providing free mental health services, which includes special therapies. So we've already established that the government does provide free basic mental health services like counseling and rehabilitation centers for like drug addicts. We already provide that. So there should not be no question that we do not have access. We do have access. There is less awareness, so there isn't enough work being done on that. That's another thing. However, in this case, we are particularly against special therapies. We believe that there should be a nominal fee that everyone should pay, so it only shows their commitment to the cause, their commitment to improve their life and improve themselves. It's important because if it's free, it's going to be taken for granted. It's going to be taken lightly. Okay, this government is doing this for free. So like you can go to the sessions, you can skip the sessions, you won't take that seriously. It's a human psyche thing that you would, if you're paying for something, and we're talking of a nominal fee. We're not saying that it should be hefty amount, but they should pay so that it improves
Thank you so much,
it shows their
Fatma.
commitment.
Your time is up. Anyone from Team A?
Assalamualaikum. I'll speak in favor of providing mental health problem. I think it's my opinion that it improves the mind and reduces anxiety, clears the thinking, it increases self-esteem, improves relationships, and brings greater sense of inner peace and calm. So mental health facilities should be given, and it is just it's not just for the sake of society's progress. It is also important for healthy family environment. Why should government provide free health services? Number one point is that mental health itself has intrinsic value as of physical health. Government paying attention to mental health will remove the stigma of mental health. So it is important to recognize that the mental health is a complex issue. So it will be most
Thank you so
important
much,
to
Manur. Over to you, Team B.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So we're not saying that mental health is taken for granted, but we're saying that it's not like physical. It's not like possible to provide free mental health services to all. Because there are many factors which you have to consider in order to provide free mental health services to all the people. Okay, we're basically understaffed. we're low on budget, we are low on resources, we cannot provide like all the equipment that we need to deal with the mental health issue. उसके अलावा भी since अगर हम इसको ज़्यादा फोकस करेंगे तो हम दूसरे जो हेल्थ केयर डिपार्टमेंट्स हैं उनको भी इफेक्ट करेंगे साथ साथ और also कि mental health issue अगर आप गवर्नमेंट इसको प्रोवाइड करेगी तो ऑब्वियसली गवर्नमेंट will ask access for it as well. So
Thank you so much, Hasnat. Over to you, Team A. This is the last time to protect your case, to support your case.
I would like to say that government, even if don't provide any therapy programs, but awareness is still needed because for the mental health of women, we take steps. But for men's mental health, no one talks, or even men don't want to talk for themselves. There's it's considered a taboo, or there's a high stigmatization that men shouldn't cry, and crying isn't for boys. It's common in our society. So awareness is needed and treatment should be needed so that men can stand for themselves to get treatments. It will help the society to proceed and make progress. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tuba. Over to you, Team B.
Okay, so as we know, basically we are understaffed and low on budget, and हमारे पास ना resources भी नहीं है, like and long term treatments और therapy sessions जो चाहिए होते हैं वो basically बहुत ज़्यादा cost होते हैं. अगर हम government से वो free ही apply करने पड़े तो it will be making more burden on our government, and of course जो हमारे दूसरे हेल्थ इश्यूज हैं वो इग्नोर होंगे, जबकि इन स्पाइट ऑफ दैट के दूसरे कुछ और चीज़ों में हम गवर्नमेंट को उस चीज़ को इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए. एंड प्लस टू द मेंटल हेल्थ के उसका लिमिट इंडिविजुअल चॉइस हो जाएगी. एंड ऑफ कोर्स के जो बेसिकली ज़्यादा जिनको ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है they will be like left behind and people will taking it for granted, और इसको मतलब इस सिस्टम को भी abuse किया जाएगा. So it should be not given at a free and all.
Thank you so much, Aveda, and thank you so much, Team A and Team B. You really represented your area in the best way possible. So we'll head toward the result of our discussion for this topic. Over to you, Dr. Vaniza. Dr. Vanita, do you need your time to?
No, it's all fine. I'll go with Team A in favor that government should provide mental health facilities. Basically, I guess हमारी age ही इस तरह की है कि जो ज़्यादा सफ़र करती है, and I don't think so कि हम में से मतलब कोई भी इतना like for granted लेगा इस service को. और मोस्टली हमें ये ज़्यादा कंसीडर किया जाता है कि इफ़ समवन इज चार्जिंग दिस तो हम लोग अवॉइड करते हैं या इसको एक कह लो कि बिल्कुल वेस्टेज ऑफ मनी समझते हैं. लेकिन अगर गवर्नमेंट अपनी बहुत सी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ जो वो नहीं ले पा रही है एक इस तरह की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ले लेगी, जिस तरह फॉर एग्जांपल मेंटल हेल्थ वाली अवेयरनेस है, तो आई गेस इट वुड बी वेरी feasible for us.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vaniza. Also, I appreciate how Team B worked, even though the topic was really straightforward that government should provide the facilities. I truly appreciate Dr. Aveza, Dr. Fatma, and Dr. Hasnat, how we come up with your ideas and how you come up with your statements. For me, Team B, you are the winners. But since we have our judge, Dr. Vaniza, so her result is over mine. Okay, so moving on, Dr. Haram, could you please come forward if you want to continue the session?
Thank you so much, everyone who participated. And now you guys have to make the list in the group, so you will get the certificates according to the winners of team.
Team moderators, Manib and Maham, please make sure to provide us with the list of the participants that you had during each debate topic, so that we will be dispatching the certificate according to who has participated. And also, please give us the name of the participant who spoke up. Maneeb and Maham, are you there?
Yes, we are working on it.
Thank you so much. Okay,
No
so
worries.
this concludes our session for today. I really hope that we have learned something from today's session. And to be honest, the debates were amazing. I truly appreciate how you guys come up with with your statements, with your research, with your opinions in such less amount of time. Okay, so now we'll take group pictures. For that, I will request everyone to open their cameras. Am I forgetting something, or this is the last part of our session?
No, this is the last part of the session.
Thank you so much. And
Thank you so much.
much, everyone. Please open up your camera. You have you can have your 1 or 2 minutes to set yourselves. Everyone, please open your cameras. Dr. Atika, Dr. Kushmal, Vaniza, Haram, Zaima, Masuma, Rabia, Zainab, Zebanisa. Okay, so on 3, 2, 1, when I'll say 3, 2, 1, and then you people will smile, and then we'll take pictures. 3, 2, 1, smile. 3, 2, 1, smile. Now with the peace sign, everyone, the peace sign. 3, 2, 1, smile. And so now with the dove, this corp wali dove, you guys have to make this corp ka dove wala sign. Okay, I won't be making because I'm handling the laptop. So thank you so much. 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate you guys. You guys stuck up with us for such a long amount of time. Thank you so much, everyone.